Welcome back to another video. So it is Saturday morning and once again I'm reffing today. So it is 5:30 in the morning. I'm now leaving to head to Bedford. So I'm just reffing like a local regional meet today. I'm reffing again tomorrow as well, but tomorrow I'm actually in the afternoon. So got to get through this morning. I don't feel too tired yet, and to be fair, I think I'll be all right probably until I get home. So plan today is go and ref. It's just a morning session, so they're hoping to be done, I think, by 2, maybe 3 at the latest. Then it's going to be quickly rush home, train at my parents', and then head home and sleep. But I have got heavy SBD today. So heavy squats and bench. So I am nervous, but it's fine. I think I went on a tangent in the last video about how nervous I was for today's session. But yeah, it'll be fine. I just need to get through the day. I've got plenty of food with me to keep me kind of going through the day. I did just remember I forgot to get my dinner out of the freezer, but I've left now. I'm not going back in. It's cold and I need to go. Although I actually thought I was running late, and turns out I've just put the address in maps. I am going to get there about 15 minutes earlier than I wanted to. I'm getting there early because the host is borrowing carpet from us from our last comp, and also a deadlift jack. So I want to get there in plenty of time to help put the carpet down and get everything set up so that she doesn't have anything to stress about. Well, she'll have enough already to stress about. So yeah, I'm now going to head there. I need to get there a little bit early, but I'm getting there much earlier than planned, so I hope people are there when I get there. But yeah, going to stop rambling now. I'm going to head to the comp.
If you rockin' with it, put your hands up.
Okay, so, turn that down. Okay, so firstly, excuse the state of me. It has been a day. It's been a really good day, but it's been a day and I am exhausted. So I ref this morning. I left Bedford by about, I think it was 2 in the end, or just after 2. So I got back here to train. I got back here about 4:15, I think it was. But the way the day ran, I didn't really get time to eat during the comp. Luckily, it was just 2 flights and just like 1 session. So I had my breakfast after I'd done the weigh-ins at like 9ish. And then I didn't eat again until just before I left, so just before 2. And I took 3 meals with me, breakfast and then 2 meals in the thought, I can't get my words out, with the thought of basically eating a meal around 11ish and then eating another meal around 2ish before I left. Coming here, having my pre-workout snack, drinking my Monster, training pretty much straight away so I could get home in good time. But because that didn't happen, on the way home I was very much contemplating whether to just get to my parents', not have that second meal, eat my pre-workout meal, or snack, so it's just fruit, drink my Monster and train. But by the time I got home, like the drive home, I was so tired. Like I don't want to say falling asleep behind the wheel, like it wasn't dangerous, but like I did not feel good. Like I just felt very, very tired. So I got back and then I got out of the car and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't quite feel with it. Like I didn't feel great. So I thought if I'd have trained, it would have just been a bad idea. So I ate my meal and just laid on the sofa for like an hour and a half or so. And then I kind of like let myself come around, wake up a little bit. I'm really struggling to talk. I'm so tired. Yeah, kind of let myself come around a little bit and then had my snack, my Monster, and then eventually trained when I could build up the courage to train because I was so scared about this squat session. So I've finished squatting. I'm just going to quickly show you my squats and then we'll talk about them.
I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Damn, I'm a long way home at a split road. Gotta make a choice, do I sober up? Am I tryna keep it going to be continued, or am I tryna lose? Gonna keep moving now. I don't think I wanna leave at a tough week. Gotta realize this is what I need. Don't got the time to be counting sheep. It's too late, I'm in too deep. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where. Ay, oh no, 머뭇거릴 시간 없어. 필수적인 this is my only answer. Yeah, my body keeps telling me go. Wanna be stacking towers from downtown. I'll be on a roll. Money soaking, it's a rush hour. This, that, overtime, champagne shower. Step back, skip lines, yeah, I'm never going cold. 어디가 해, 알려줘. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where.
Okay, so now you can see why I'm such a mess, because those squats were hard. I'm in the best mood ever. So I've never hit 170 for more than a single before. And 170 still to this day has always been a number that I associate with one rep and one rep only. Even though I've done 180 before, the idea of repping 170 terrifies me. But I knew it was going to be fine, and I knew I just had to get under the bar and just go for it. No matter how slow they felt in the moment, how difficult they felt in the moment, I had to just commit and just go rep for rep. And I mean, worst case scenario, I fail a rep. And yeah, they were so comfortable. I just took it one rep at a time. I kind of, in my head, broke it down into 3 singles rather than thinking of it as a set of 3. So after each rep, I was like, right, you've done 170 under way more fatigue than this for a single, do it again. And that was kind of how I spoke to myself between each rep. Yeah, so 170 for 3, huge PB. And I think mentally, like, I've got this really bad association with like 170 range, like 170 to 180, where it's just like singles only, even though I know I want to be squatting way more than that, and I'm capable of squatting way more than that. It's like, I don't know. The fact that I've broken the rep barrier at 170, I can feel that it's going to be like a huge weight off my shoulders, and the potential for my squat now is just going to be ridiculous, and I can feel the momentum is just going to continue. I'm feeling so excited and hyper about it. Like, well, I say hyper. When I've slept, I'm sure I'll be a lot more hyper than this. So yeah, and then I loaded 185, which is a 5 kilo PB. Never loaded more than 180 for squats before. I was really nervous, like my fatigue singles always feel so shaky when I walk them out. And to be fair, it did feel shaky on the walkout, but nothing compared to last week's 180. And that's the thing with week 5 for me. Week 4 always feels terrible, and it makes me really doubt myself that I'll be able to load any more on week 5. And then I add 5 kilos on week 5 to like my week 4 numbers, and they always move a little bit better than the week 4. And I think pulling back volume earlier in the week worked really well, so I'm going to continue doing that now until like taper week for comp. Yeah, 185. It was a grind. Like, it was a grind. It wasn't my grindiest squat ever, and that's the first time I've had to grind a squat in I don't even know how long. Like, it's been so long. I literally started on the way up and I was like, oh god, you haven't felt a rep in ages, you haven't felt a rep in ages, you haven't felt a rep in ages. And I was like panicking. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But it was still going up as I was thinking this in my head. And it was like this internal panic as I was grinding the rep out. And then I was like, oh, I'm at the top. Like, that's literally my thought pattern throughout it. But I think I maintained position pretty well. There's always a bit of knee cave on my squat anyway. So I'm not concerned. But compared to grinded reps in the past, my knee cave was a lot worse. And yeah, I lost position a lot worse I used to lose position a lot more on heavy singles than I did on that one. And also the fact that I just squatted 185 after a triple at 170 on my own in the garage when I'm terrified of failing, because I don't like failing in this rack. And I haven't failed in this rack for so long that I'm scared what's going to happen next time I do, even though I know it can save me. Yeah, I'm really rambling, sorry. Basically, squats went incredibly well. I only did one back off set of 5, and part of me is really annoyed with myself for only doing one back off set of 5 at 155. I know I could have done more, but it would have definitely taken everything out of me, and there's just no need for that at this point. I think one set of 5 was enough for today, and then I'm going to go into the new block fresh next week, so it's fine. But I'm now going to set up for bench because I want to get this done, because I have to be up again early tomorrow, I think. I was meant to just do the afternoon session, but I've offered to go and help out in the morning, so yeah, should probably hurry this up, go home, eat and sleep. But yeah, basically I'm over the moon with those squats. Like, I can't believe I just tripled 170 and then squatted 185. Like, that's insane to me. And I've got goal numbers in my mind for June. Like, I'm not chasing them, and in June when I compete, I'm just going to take what's there. I'm not going to overshoot or get too fixated on these numbers, but I've got a rough idea of the numbers I think I should be able to hit. And this has literally just proved to me that it's definitely possible, at least with squat anyway, so very exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna crack on a bench now.
Taxi I got Hopsy. On my way, my ETA is ASAP. No way I'ma miss this. Pool party, time to get lit. About to go down, much money go try to. Where we tryna go? Choose up on it, draw. Where we tryna go? Body on it. Oh shoot. Okay, I got it. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where. Just tell me where. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where.
Okay, so let's just talk about bench and then I'll just recap the session as a whole. I'm really happy with bench. I probably shouldn't be that happy because I think 115 being my top single is a bit disappointing because I wanted more today, but also it was a little bit of a pause on 115 and it was comfortable, and you know, I'm exhausted from the day and I know that when I'm exhausted, bench is the one that suffers, but also I'm not going to go into bench telling myself that it's going to suffer. So I went in with the mindset of, you know, 110 in like treating it kind of like a comp. 110 would be roughly my opener, 115 roughly my second, and then I'd jump to 117 or 120. But for me, 115 was enough. I stopped at 115 and then I wanted to prioritize back-offs. I should probably be upset that I failed rep tonight and I didn't hit my goal of 4x3 at whatever weight. But I just did 2 sets of 3 at 110. I've never done more than a single at 107.5 or above. I did 2 sets of 3 at 110. I did a double at 110, and then I did a double at 107.5. And by that point, I was exhausted, so I just called it. Like, I wasn't even upset that I failed on the 107.5. That's a win. As much as it's annoying, obviously, I wanted to do all 4 sets at 110. I also knew it wasn't realistic. Like, I was going to do 2, maybe 3 sets maximum. To be honest, I thought I was only probably going to get 1. So I'm really happy. And bench didn't feel 100% to, like, my positioning was a little bit off again, which just happens sometimes. It's fine. Yeah, I'm so happy with bench, actually. I've just repped 110. My comp max is 107.5. Like, there's no reason for me to be mad, to be fair. But yeah, also I realised this is going to be probably the last episode of the off-season series because I've got 3 blocks to comp, and although my training isn't going to change much because what I'm doing is working, I am going to be focusing more on, like, dialing my nutrition. Well, my nutrition is dialed into a T. Like, I'm really proud of how well I'm sticking to it, which, to be fair, I think part of the reason I've stuck to my nutrition so well recently is because I knew that there was this session at the end of the block and I was terrified for it, and I knew I had to do everything in my power to make it go as well as possible. So yeah, I made sure my food was dialed in all block. But my body weight basically is stalled at the low 88s. I do think I will see a high 87 in the next few days. But I haven't really been doing cardio. My steps have been like 3,000 to 4,000 a day average, which none of that is acceptable. So next block, I am really going to drill in and get my body weight back down to like low 87s, high 86s. And yeah, just going to be kind of more focused on the idea that I'm competing soon, I guess. So this is going to be the last episode of the off season, and I feel like we've ended on a very good note. There's 6 blocks in a row of training. I've PB'd my squat, whether that's a volume PB or like a rep PB or a single, every single block. I've hit PBs every single block of this off season, and like tonight, I'm so proud of myself for that 170 for 3. I feel like something I probably haven't spoken about too much, so something I really pride myself in as a coach is giving my lifters an accurate load, like a set load for a session towards the end of their blocks that's going to be a PB for them or like difficult for them or something they have to really switch on for. I'm very good at judging what my lifters have, I guess is what I'm trying to say, like weight wise, judging what they can do, prescribing them the set load that is going to be completely doable for them, but also a bit scary for them. And as someone that is self-coached, it's very difficult to objectively do that for yourself, to give yourself a set load that you know is terrifying. If someone else set this prescribed load for me, I wouldn't, the way I coach my lifters, they don't really question what I give them, they just go in and do it and it moves fine. But because I've set myself this massive PB, it's in the back of my head I was like, am I being too ambitious? Am I being stupid? Am I getting ahead of myself? Maybe I should just do a 2.5 PB. No, I knew I had it, and I'm just really proud of myself for getting it done. To end the off season on a 170 triple on squats is insane. A 185 single after the triple, insane. And I feel like my depth was better today. I don't know what it's going to look like from this camera angle, but on my phone it definitely looked better. I also grinded out a squat single, which I haven't done for ages, and I was so calm in my mind the whole time, which is such a good feeling, knowing that, when comp does come, I can grind out a third rep and remain calm, and it's fine. I trust my body, I trust my positioning. I'm benching 115 on the regular as well. That's insane. My comp max is 107.5. I'm very happy if I can just keep 115 a comfortable number. That's great to me. I feel like 115 has kind of become the new 110, where before 110 made me a little bit nervous, but I also had no doubt that I had it. I now have that feeling with 115, and 110 doesn't really register anymore, so that's also really cool. I'm really rambling here. I'm probably going to wrap this video up here, to be honest. End of the off-season series. I feel like this video could have been much better if I'd have remembered it was the last one of the off-season, and if I also wasn't just exhausted. But I need to get in, I need to eat, I need to sleep, and then I need to go and ref again tomorrow. Very good session, very happy. It's been a very good off-season, and I'm very excited for comp, which is 3 months away, I think, just over 3 months away. So yeah, very excited. Gonna wrap this up here. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing Q&As in my Friday videos. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below, or message me on Instagram, or when I put a Q&A box up on my Instagram, just drop it in there. But yeah, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you on Friday for the next one.